one begins. Will it be a boxing match? Will it be a brawl? Will it be a little of both?
Morales looking like he wants to engage. Pacquiao just figuring out what he's doing.
Pacquiao's belief is that Erik Morales wants to come and try to get him early. After what happened in the last fight, Pacquiao believes that Morales doesn't believe in his gas tank, doesn't think he can go down the stretch with the Filipinos level. So Manny thinks that Morales is going to try to oppose his size early. But tonight, on official weights, Manny's the bigger guy.
You know, the fact that Morales wanted to use the puncher's gloves also created a little interest to me, at least. Normally he would be asking for the winning, but he wanted to go with the gloves that Pacquiao wanted, which means I think he wants to go for the pound punching.
Indeed, there's been quite a story of the gloves since the first fight. In the very first fight, Erik Morales had a contract that required both fighters to wear winning gloves. They are called pillows by some. They are more hand protective than punch promoted. In the second fight, they got to wear the gloves they wanted. Morales were winning. Pacquiao wore his below Reyes puncher's gloves and knocked Morales out, which he had said would be the case. Now in the third fight, both fighters choose to wear the puncher's glove, Reyes.
Pacquiao's already landed a couple of good body punches to test Morales' not only his defense, but long-term his stamina.
Well, Morales is made to wait, as I said earlier, but I just don't think that that's the proper weight for him at this age and the time in his career. And going down the stretch, I think that may be a big factor too, as well as the hard fights that he's holding.
And Pacquiao thought Morales was coming to try to get him early. Erik has shown none of that in the first round. As he merely stands his ground in the middle of the ring and takes a right hook from Manny Pacquiao, who was so much better with his right hand in the second fight than in the first. Another right hook lands.
Manny consistently beating Morales to the punch so far.
And Morales countering with the right hand that knocks Manny down. And Morales again countering properly upstairs. And Pacquiao comes back with his own assault. And both fighters' crowds are on their feet.
Technically, Pacquiao is not a solid fighter as everyone in boxing knows. He often gets out of position after one of his punches. He does a lot of things awkward and unorthodox, but still there's so much fight in him that it takes him through. In this case here, I just don't think that Morales is strong enough. When he misses his punches, I'm looking at his legs. His legs doesn't seem to be that coordinated.
For these fighters, this is just a warm-up round.
May have been a one-up round, but the crowd found a lot to whoop about. And when we go to Erik Morales' corner where his dad speaks Spanish, our interpreter is Ray Torres.
Okay, you gotta throw on the top. Yeah, throw that left hook to the body. Yeah, you're too far away. Get closer.
Okay? Stay off the rope, okay, son? You feel the ropes coming up and get off it, okay? Use your jab and get off it, okay?
Right here you see Pacquiao land a right counter jab hook or whatever you want to call it that Morales just didn't see. He was coming in and didn't see it.
Once upon a time, Pacquiao only had the left stuff. He's got the right stuff behind it now.
Now, the big change is between fight 1 and fight 2. Combi box numbers in round 1. Pacquiao 15 out of 41. Morales 10 out of 41. Pacquiao with a 10-5 edge and power connects. You saw that Judge Harold Letterman, our unofficial score, gave the first round to Manny. Pacquiao crowd chanting, Manny, Manny, Manny. Morales, who landed some good right hands in the first fight, tried to drive Pacquiao back with right hands there, but Manny comes back with a torrent of punches from his own. Packed house, and of course you have ardent, spirited Mexican and Mexican-American Morales rooters sitting next to and among ardent, spirited Filipino and Filipino-American rooters for Pacquiao.
And what's interesting, a lot of the Mexican fans like Pacquiao themselves too because of his style of fight and being so aggressive.
And because of the Spanish-speaking tradition of the Filipino archipelago. Or the Philippine archipelago. Another body shot by Pacquiao. When you get close to the ropes and Morales throws his right hand, you can see why Freddie Roach asks his fighter to stay away from the ropes and in the center of the ring. Good jab by Morales. Sweeping right hand partially blocked. Now Pacquiao lands a right and a left. And another right hook. And a left hand over the top. The sheer aggression of Manny Pacquiao. Difficult for every opponent.
He looks so strong and so sturdy as compared to Morales. Even though Morales is landing, he seems to be still unfair as compared to...
There goes Morales on a Pacquiao right hand. And Morales thought that he had Pacquiao in
He got overexcited, overextended himself, and left himself up.
I just don't think he has the strength that he's standing at that level.
That was the fourth time in his career that Erik Morales has been knocked down. Two of them were in the last fight against Pacquiao, and they led ultimately to the end of the fight. The first knockdown of Morales' career was a glove-touching crush with the canvas against Marco Antonio Barrera in the 12th round of their first fight. He's never exactly been thunderously put on his back. He goes down easier against Pacquiao than against anybody else he's ever fought.
That's because of how quick Pacquiao's fists are, and he doesn't see the punches coming through.
Pacquiao again landing his straight left hand. Morales chases him and lands a right. They trade punches at the rope. And when they trade punches, Morales takes a gamble with Pacquiao's strength and power.
Pacquiao is a 2-to-1 favorite in this fight, so far justifying the odds.
But Morales is a fighter, so he's going to fight all the way until this fight is over.
Don't just stand in front of him. Keep his distance.
Manny throws so many punches, sometimes it's hard to isolate the knockdown punch. And Emmanuel, let's take a look.
Here you see Morales coming in with an attack of Pacquiao. Pacquiao just hits a punch, which Morales was out of position and knocked him down. A lot of his balance.
Hit him with both the right and the left, got him to go down. Comedy box numbers in 2, and you see the flurry with which they ended the round.
This is vintage Morales.
Fighting back after he had been down
Always
the
wants to
round.
get the last punch. The way punch with the world was a typical of that attitude of his of who have the last punch.
Letting his hands go, Erik Morales threw 80 punches in the second round, but Manny Pacquiao throwing only 55, landed 24, 3 more than Morales. So Pacquiao a little more precise, and you won't often say that. Normally he's just throwing because he is a noisy storm in the ring.
Pacquiao's a much more intelligent fight now than he did earlier, 4 or 5 years ago. I think hearing Freddie Roach had worked a lot. His jab is a lot better. He went to the time to counter with a jab after blocking the jab.
Pacquiao landed a right hand upstairs. Erik Morales got to his body with the right hand. Pacquiao much more focused on landing his jab in this fight than was the case in the first 2 fights. Solid left hand, backs Morales up, crowd loves him. And unlike some punchers, Manny does have head movement.
Those are almost reminiscent of the Earl Proud. When he punched to the body, he comes up and top.
Erik Morales not afraid to fight with one of the most dangerous punchers in the sport.
Erik Morales likes to get that last punch in.
He has the kind of will that allows some men to walk over hot coals.
So right up the punch that...
Hard right hand, stun Morales. Pacquiao's all over it. Thinks he's got a chance. Morales slightly staggered after that last left hand. And down he goes. Solid left hand shot by Pacquiao, who did not like Morales saying that he didn't hurt him with punches in the second fight. Pacquiao was insulted by that. He said, okay, I'll hurt him this time.
But he's a fighter. He's going to fight still. He's not going to try to run
What is the referee doing? Why is he holding the fight?
He's going to go back to the neutral corner.